Senator Bennet.
Madam Chair, thanks. I will be very brief because I was late. We were on the floor talking about health care. I first wanted to just thank Peggy Robertson for being here from my state and sharing her story, your story. It's a story I know well, and it's one of hundreds, if not thousands, of stories that we've heard from across the state of Colorado, millions of stories across the country of people for whom the current system let down in a fundamental and profound way. And I wonder, Ms. Robertson, I'd just ask you first, as you think about the health care reform that we're considering here in Washington and imagine a world post the reform discussion, what do you most hope to see as a consequence of the work that we're doing?
I think the big thing for me is that there should be all options available to women. We shouldn't be cornered into having to go a certain route. If I wanted a VBAC, I should be allowed to get one. If a cesarean was a better choice for me due to my health, that should be the route I should be able to take. But I feel right now that my options are very limited, so all options for women everywhere.
Well, I want to thank you again for being here.
Thank you.
Ms. Greenberger, I just, along those lines, I just had one question for you, which is why is gender rating important to address in the affordability context?
Basically, it means for those who have to go to the individual market, women who have less resources, less earnings to begin with, are being charged more, which makes health care even more inaccessible for women. And secondly, because of the combination of the higher premiums they're charged because of gender rating, and then the exclusion for maternity-related care, which in the instance of cesarean sections can be even more expensive. And in some instances, the requirement of having to buy a rider, in others, the rider is not even available. The expense can be so astronomical, or the coverage even in the rider so limited that it basically takes away the ability to get insurance for maternity altogether, and especially if there may be some additional costs involved like cesareans. So when you combine the gender rating and then the exclusion, and certainly the most obvious is the maternity-related exclusion, which can be a problem even if you do not have to face a cesarean section, let alone if you do, it can be a very toxic, literally toxic situation for women and, as a result, their families.
Thank you. Madam Chair, I just wanted to say thank you to you for holding this hearing and for your leadership throughout this debate. Thank you.